Hold on a minute. Okay, my microphone is on the right one. Okay, I had to double check it. Hi, guys. Happy Thursday. Hey, Mary Lou. How are you? Hey, Cherie. Yeah, I hope everyone. Today was actually not nearly as yucky out as it has been. Hey, Chris, the creative Chris. I know, Mary Lou, it's been like this the entire summer for us. The entire summer. That's what it's been like. I feel like we're in Satan's armpit. Hey, Crafting with Mary. Good to see you. How are you? Wasn't as hot here today as it was yesterday. We had a crazy thunderstorm last night. Thunder was rumbling and banging and lightning was streaking in the sky for well over an hour. Oof. Well, I mean, it was a little cooler today. I don't want to say it was cool because it wasn't. I think when I drove by the school, like the temperature was on the sign outside. I think it said it was like 93 or 95 degrees. Oh, am I too low? You can't hear me? You got your volume turned up? Or am I too low for everybody? Hey, Kayleen. Can't stay. Well, hi. Thank you for popping in. Mary says she hears fine. Mary Lou, turn me up, ma'am. Turn the volume up. Okay, good deal. Turn the volume up. Turn the radio up. Mm-hmm. Hold me close, never let me go. Did the achy stuff go away? Go okay. Did the achy stuff go okay? Achy stuff? What achy stuff? Hey, Kel. You have me on 100. Well, is this any better, Mary Lou? I don't want to, like, I've got it almost as loud as it can go. I would love to help any way I can, Chris. But what do you mean, Kayleen, the achy stuff? Oh, the school stuff. Yeah, school stuff went fine. Yeah. She met her teacher. She saw her new classroom. She took all of her supplies in. Um, she tried on all of her clothes. Everything fits okay. A couple of things are a little too big, but meh, she can grow into them, right? Um, la, 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 la. Do you know of one event? Do you know of one event in the fall that I can enter that is just for autumn paintings? I have one called the Pumpkin Barn I want to do. I would like to have it in an event so I can show it off. Um, yeah, I mean, Kel's right. Drills and Chills is one. It doesn't have to be. Um, it doesn't have to be a Halloween or scary. But there's a few other fall or autumn ish events that usually go on. Trying to think. No, it doesn't have to be specifically Halloween. I think that it can be, Kel, correct me if I'm wrong. It can be a fall or Halloween, or a fall or an autumn, same thing. Um, doesn't necessarily have to be. Okay, not necessarily, Chris. Yeah, I don't think it has to be scary or Halloween themed. Okay, Drills and Chills is Halloween slash fall. So you're good. Mary says there's small shop fall festive, but it's only small shop. So if it's DAC or Dreamer Design, they don't qualify. Okay. What brand is it, Chris? Hey, Brenda. I got a fresh, hot cup of coffee. Fresh and hot. Festival. Small Shop Fall Festival. Is that the one I sponsored last year? Is that ran by who runs that one, Mary? Didn't Elizabeth run something like that? This one is from a small shop. It's from Craft Pack Canada. Well, there you go. Hmm. I was right. Enabler's Outpost. Good deal. So if she's doing that again this year, then oh, there's another co-host. Well, just keep your ears open. Um, Chris, because to be honest, I haven't heard anything, but I'm also not very in the know when it comes to all of the things going on in the diamond painting community. There's a spreadsheet with all of the diamond painting events. I think I can find it. Oh, awesome, Kel. If you can you share it? Um, okay, you can't remember who's doing it with them this year. Okay. Yeah, Brenda, it's good. I have not had my dinner yet. Dinner is actually almost done. We got a late start tonight. But I will have you know, we're not having pizza tonight. We're having um, rotisserie chicken and fresh corn on the cob from the garden. Not my garden, but a friend's garden. And homemade mashed potatoes. But wouldn't you know, what is one little regular everyday ingredient that you would add to mashed potatoes and corn on the cob that you really hate to do without? What is that one little kitchen staple? Ooh, corn cakes. Yum. Right, Mary Lou. Right. And we have none. We are out of butter. So I went in there in the kitchen a while ago to make my cup of coffee. I've been busy for the last, I don't know, hour listing all of these new minders in the shop. One after the next, after the next, after. I think I listed like 50 new ones. Chris, it's too late. It's after 10 or after 9. We do have sour cream. We do have. I told him, I'm like, well, what if you use that butter spray, the like butter flavor cooking spray? Would that work in a pinch? I don't know. I mean, I can do without it. I don't have to have it, but it's nice. I think I would rather have the butter on my corn than I would on the potatoes. Like, I don't have to put a big dollop of butter on my mashed potatoes. It's nice to have it, but I don't have to have it. However, with corn, Fresh corn? Gotta have some butter, man. Convenience store, gas station, caring neighbor. Well, my niece lives next door. She might have some butter, but I hate to bother, you know? And she's the kind that if she's got one stick of butter left, she would send it to me. And I don't want her to have to do without butter. Have you tried mayo and Parmesan cheese on corn? Mmm. I feel like we did try that one time and it was actually really good. No, I don't have any heavy cream. I don't have any heavy cream. No. No, Chris. That's good. We're good. I'm good. He can do the butter spray and throw a little sour cream in there and make them halfway tasty, I guess. He's like, I knew better than to cook this tonight. He wanted to, because we were we always, usually always have pizza on Thursday night because it's my late night live stream night. Easy. And he mowed today. When he got home from work, I had to run kiddo to school to do the back to school bash thing. DoorDash some butter. We live in the country, honey. We can't DoorDash butter. We can't DoorDash. I can get Walmart grocery delivery, but it's too late for that now because they close in 2 hours. So we're out of luck. That's what we are. We are out of luck. But it is wrong, Brenda. Chicken sandwiches for dinner. Yum. Husband had Chick-fil-A for lunch today. They have a truck from a few towns over that makes random stops in certain areas. And they stop there where he works every once in a while. I think like once a week or once every couple weeks or something. And so he had Chick-fil-A for dinner. I haven't had Chick-fil-A in forever. So, tikka masala, basmati rice, veggies, and what is chapati? What is chapati? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But anyway, like I said, whenever I was going in there in the kitchen to make my coffee, he's like, I knew I should have had pizza tonight and the chicken tomorrow night. But he wanted to cook the chicken tonight because we got that fresh corn on the cob. And, he was like hankering for it. So, and then lo and behold, no butter. We're gone. We're out. Kaput. Chapati is like roti. I don't even know what that is. Fried flatbreads. Okay. So is that like what you like pinch off and grab the other stuff and you know? I've never had that before. That reminds me, Indian flatbread. It reminds me of oh, there was this video I saw on Instagram, and it was this. I was thinking, I don't know if that's what he's talking about, spins, but like in certain countries, I don't know what country it is, or for sure where, and I don't want to, get it wrong, but I think that that's what he's talking about. where they would take like pieces of bread, like pinch pieces of bread off and then use the bread to like scoop up different like meats and vegetables and rice and pop it in their mouth. Yes, you pick up the other things with the bread. We use utensils, but you can use the bread. It is not nan or non. I don't know how you. I've always called that nan. I don't know if it's pronounced nan or non. This is shallow fried in a pan with oil. So it kind of gets a little puffy. Get a little bit puffy or no? I've never had it. I don't know. Sounds yummy though. I watch too much 90 Day Fiance. If you know anything about 90 Day Fiance, that's whenever an American will travel to another country to see someone that they have been having like an internet relationship with, and they stay 90 days and decide if they're going to get married and do the whole visa thing. And I've watched that show forever. I have not watched the last few seasons of it though because I kind of lost interest for a minute. But and they have like 15 different spin-offs. Now they have like 90 days the other way, 90 days I don't even know. Love something, I don't know, but they get puffy, but we break the bubbles and flatten them. Okay. I like to take frozen bread dough and fry it in butter. Yum. Mhm. That's how my Indian friends always made it. I have the dough frozen. Have to remember to take it out tomorrow to thaw. I would love to try that. I would love to try it. I have been on like a Mexican food kick for forever. I could literally eat it every day. Teutons, toutons, tootens, tottens, totens. I don't know, Chris. You saying all these fancy words. Just bread. Have you ever had, what is it that they make out of corn? Is it cornmeal mush? Have you ever had cornmeal mush? Mm, it's very yummy. The only time I've ever had that was when Dale's mom would make it, or Dale's sister would make it sometimes too. That's pretty yum. Mary Lou, I figured you grew up on it. A lot of folks did. Uh, Tau, Tautons, Tau. Mmm. Fried mush, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's good stuff. It was funny because oh, hey Carolyn. Carolyn Bilton. Hello. Just started watching your videos. You are hilarious. I love your personality. Thank you. Thank you and welcome. Are you a new diamond painter or have you been diamond painting for a while and you just found me? I don't really do a lot of I don't well, I have it's not that I don't really do them anymore. I just haven't done any recorded videos or unboxings or anything like that in forever. But I still do my Thursday night live streams every Thursday night and have for what, 5 years now? Does that sound accurate? We grew up on rustic food too. A lot of potatoes, fried things, roasted things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nothing like, oh my gosh. Nothing would make somebody happy like around here. Kids, not so much, but adult, I think it's comfort food for sure. But a big pot of soup beans with ham. And by soup beans, I mean pinto beans. You can use Great Northern, but I prefer pinto. Dale prefers Great Northern. But a big old pot of soup beans and some cornbread, some fried potatoes, and some green onions. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. You can't have the ham? I'm sorry, Chris. I will eat extra for you. Yes, Mary Lou. Oh, navy. You like navy beans with ham, onions, and cornbread. Yes, and fried potatoes. Don't forget the fried potatoes. Fried potatoes. Please eat it all for me. I love ham. The only time we ever get ham is for Thanksgiving. We cook a ham and a turkey, both. And yeah, I could care less about the turkey, but it's Thanksgiving and people would like have coronaries if you didn't fix a turkey. But I would just be just as satisfied with just ham. I don't like cornbread. I have an aversion to cornmeal. Hate that stuff. Aw. Do you like tortilla chips? Or I mean, cook a turkey. Cook whatever. I assume that's what you're getting at. When I was little, my dad and my brother would always get on to me for saying, "Oh, he caught a turkey or he caught a deer." And they're like, "No, we didn't catch a deer. We didn't catch a turkey. We killed a deer or a turkey when they would be hunting." And I would always say, "They caught a deer. They caught a deer." But I think I learned that from growing up fishing, and they'd say, "Oh, caught a fish. Caught a fish." They caught a deer. Uh, you don't like corn chips either. Okay. I love all that stuff. I love cornbread, grits, anything corn. Can only eat beans if I'm off the next 2 days. Right, Mary Lou? That's a rootin' tootin' right. I know I can tease you about that. You're always fixing things and you all take everything. Where are you going to take the shower? Wouldn't it be hard to carry? Yeah, we take everything. Oh no, you almost caught a deer with the front of your car. I'm sorry, Morgana. That's scary. That's scary. Oh, you guys, Dale and I have been watching every night. We have been watching that um series. What's it called? Jack and Ozzy World Detour or something like that. Where Jack and Ozzy Osbourne, obviously, go on these random road trips. And they go to the Alamo, and Ozzy's like afraid to go to the Alamo because he's afraid that they're going to run him out of there because of the whole urinating thing he did back in the 80s. And anyway, um, and they go all kinds of places. And the one we watched last night, we didn't finish it. We're going to finish it tonight. But the one we started last night is they go to, where do they go? Oh, they go to South Dakota. And It is South Dakota, right? Where Rushmore is. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, they go there to where Mount Rushmore is, and then they take a camper that you like a truck. It's a truck with a camper in the bed, you know? Oh my God, it was so funny. But we have been watching like everything Aussie lately. Dale is, I knew he would do this. But Dale is a huge Aussie fan. So, yeah, we've been watching a lot of the older stuff. And I never did get into the reality show. What was that called? Meet the Osbournes or something like that. My niece and her husband caught a moose with their car. She is out of the hospital now. Oh, yay. She didn't have to have surgery in a neck brace for 6 weeks. Wow. Thank you all for your prayers last week. Oh, my goodness. Well, thank God. So that's why how they had a car accident was they hit a moose. Oof. Went to see her on Friday last week and she wanted me to thank you all for your prayers. Yay. Well, you're welcome. Tell her she's welcome. And I'm glad that she's doing good. Feeling better. Hey, Billy. Hi, Billy. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see. I'm gonna take a quick little detour. Hold on myself. I'm gonna cha 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 dun cha dun 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 dun. Where was I going to go? I know where I was going to go. I'm going over to my Etsy shop. Okay, now I'm going to share this screen with y'all. Hey, Blunts and Gems. Oh my God, how are you? Hey, you. How you doing? Geez, finally found some free time to make it over here. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hey, Christopher Colossa. Hello, lovely. Thank you for that. Um, huge fan of Ozzy's. Oh, a huge fan of Ozzy said he should have been named tonight before he passed, and I totally agree. Oh my goodness. I'm doing great, doing great. Getting ready for the kiddos to go back to school. But I wanted to do a quick little because I got a bunch of my new minders up today. Like I said, I think I listed 50 new ones. Jeez. It was actually, well, it was more than 50 because I had listed a few before I went through and got rid of all the photos that I took to free up space on my phone, And it was 49 photos, so that means 49 listings. So it was over that. So I know it was like probably 55, 60-ish. I don't know. But instead of trying to show them to you like I have been and you can't really see them, I'm going to share the screen so that you can see them. There we go. Look at that. Looky there. I'm wondering if I can... How do I zoom, make this bigger? Hold on. Zoomy zoom, zoom, and a zoom, zoom. Just shake your rump. Do the Humpty Hump. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right. So, we have a whole mishmash of new let me see. Hold on. Have a whole mishmash of new minders, okay? The vast majority of them, there's one of. They're all one-offs, okay? I have maybe 4 that I have a few of, but I have not listed those yet because I ran out of time. So those will probably be listed tomorrow. But the ones that I have up now, we have this one that says, hold on. What happens if I do that? Oh, nope, it stays right there. Okay, so we have this Walk by Faith one. I have one here that says Just a Girl Who Loves Books. The third one here says I'm not always a train wreck, just kidding, toot toot. And then we have the Squish Hunter. That reminds me of T-Maw. Squish Hunter. And we have the heart with the books. I have one here that says all booked for Valentine's Day. This one is dark, but it says Farm Christmas, and it's got like farm animals and sunflowers and, you know. And then this one says hot cocoa and Christmas movies. This one says Crafting Queen. We have this one. I match energy, so you decide how we're going to act. This one is the skeleton. I called it Skeleton Mad Hatter because I don't know. It looked like a Mad Hatter to me. This one says For the Love of Sunshine. A Tired Mom. This one says Chaos Never Looked So Sweet. This one is a super cute little octopus. I called it an octopus, but it could be some other little creature. I don't know. I'm not good with all of the anemone-ish, under the sea-ish kind of things. This one here, it's hard to read, but it says special education. It's because like every other letter is in the cheetah print or something. Yeah. This one says I'm 100% that chick. Oh, you like the heart bookcase? Chris likes the train one. American Girl, Bulldog. This one is Dumbo wearing Mickey hats. Mickey Balloon. It says vacay mode. This one here says the stir. This one has a bad word too. It says be kind of a merp. I got a bunch of Highland cows. These little Highland cows are too cute. I got a bunch of those. This one says mom, mommy, mama, bruh. Little Mermaid. Here lies my motivation. Rest in peace. Here's a bunch more of the little Highland cows. Look at this little John Deere. He's so cute. This one's got the little glasses and the bubble gum. Have some Care Bears, Hocus Pocus. Oh, and then here is if you are in the, hold on, let me share this tab. If you are in the Oz and Og event, these are the cherry scented O Snap dots for Oz and Og. And there is a I'm trying to think. I've got some. Well, they haven't. I guess tomorrow is when is that? Yeah, tomorrow is whenever the Oz and Og kicks off. But you can actually purchase them now. So they're cherry scented, and only the regular ones. I did not make the chonky ones, just because the vast majority of people still use the regular sized ones. So, but those are all of the things that I got listed. Um, and like I said, I still have quite a bit that I've got to list tomorrow. So, yeah. The judging one. What did it say? I'm not judging, just assessing or something like that. I like all the little cows. The little cows are cute. And of course, I like the sassy ones too. I like the sassy ones too. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let me hold on a minute. Wow. Large and in charge. Hold on, let me go back to that. Carolyn says I took a year break, started in 2020. Oh, okay. Nice. If I don't say it, my face definitely will. Yeah, that was a funny one too. That one was funny. I don't know. I just got on a kick for that style of cover minders. I don't know. They're just easy to put together. They all like I'm big on like quotes and sayings and things of personality things, you know. I still like to do the like big blingy cover minders and I do still offer those, but I don't know. I just all the work that goes into making them, like cutting them and grinding them and all that stuff. Um, I'm like, I think I'll do the little acrylic ones for a while. Those are fun. So, and they're inexpensive. So, and I just love the personalities, all the funny things that they say. I try to steer away from the character stuff, but it's hard every once in a while. It's just some of them, you know, mm, is what it is, right? Um, I have. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I got my diamond painting done. The one I was working on that says, what did it say? Hold on, I've got it. I'll show it to you guys real quick. Let me let me go grab it. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yes, I did. I finally finished it. Got on a kick this last week and actually did a little bit of diamond painting. And I had one row left and I finished it. So, hold on. Let me. I had it rolled up and put it back in the box. But look, y'all. It's so pretty. Isn't she lovely? What does it say? Beautiful girl, you can do amazing things. Yeah, this one's going in Jolie Mae's bedroom. This one's going in Kiddo's bedroom. So, for sure. Oh my gosh. This one is really pretty. And I know that there's a few of you that have told me that there's like more of these from DAC. I need to find them and Um, see if they're still in stock. I don't know if they're still in stock or not. Or they're not now. But they're very pretty. I don't know what's next, Kel. I want to kit something up. I just don't know what. I hate to say that I'm getting like in the mood for something fall, but fall's gonna be here before we know it. I mean, it's already August Eve, right? It's already August. Hey, Vanessa. Hi, girl. I was showing my diamond painting that I finished. This one. So pretty. It's so pretty. See? I love it. And I love the fairy dust drills in it. I know Christopher Colossa is not a fan, and Mary said the same thing. She verified this a few months ago. I remember. Um, Chris said that it has no value to the kit. It doesn't sparkle, it don't shine, it don't do nothing. And Crafting with Mary said that was the truth. But, and I think you're right because I've noticed that. But they're just so pretty to look at. The artist, Morgana, let me see. Hold on, let me look. Jennifer Lambien. 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 Yeah, Jennifer Lambien. I don't know. Mary said, LOL, they don't sparkle, but I still like them and they have a place. They are nice when you want a soft look. Yeah. I just think they're pretty. I just think they're really pretty. But yeah, I mean, you don't really see the glitter in them when you're looking at the canvas. I mean, maybe if it's the sun shining in the right way, or I don't know, but I don't know. It's gorgeous, and I love placing them. They're much more fun to place than ABs are. I'll say that much. I love ABs, but I hate placing them. Christopher says, unless they are dark and in a cluster, useless. They pretty when 8 inches from your eyes, right? I think they are a fail as well. I did one with those drills. They did absolutely nothing for the painting, says the creative Chris. Well, there you go. Hey, Joe. I was just showing off my canvas. I got it done, brother. I got it done. I don't know. Kel asked what I was going to do next. I don't know. I'm not sure. Makes me sad because Abigail and I, for God, what? 3-4 years in a row, we did that DP Summer Sky event every August. My ear's itching. We didn't do it last year because she was moving and all that stuff, and we're not going to be doing it this year. So I don't know what I'll be doing. It's beautiful, Joe. It is so pretty. Just rewind it a few minutes. You'll see it. Just rewind it couple minutes and then pop back over to live. It's so funny how so many have troubles with ABs. For me, ABs are the easiest to multi-place. But what do you use in your pen to place ABs? I think AB or crystal is a better option for enhancements. Yeah. Now I will say I don't care for um well, it depends on the picture, I think. It depends on the image, but I'm not a huge fan of like all crystal um because it has such a it's flat to me, you know? I don't know. I just like the dimension of the drills. I don't know. And the colors and the um different kinds of drills in a painting. I think adds a lot of depth. Right, Chris. But I mean, I've done some that are all crystal and I'm really not a fan. I mean, even easier than regular drills too. Multiplace, plain old pink wax, but good wax. I only use the DAC hearts. I just get tired of dipping every couple minutes. But I've used glue dots ever since I've diamond painted for the most part. I mean, I was introduced to the glue dots not long after I started diamond painting. And yeah, dusty crystals. Yeah, they make every. Ugh. I mean, and most crystals are dirty. Even if they don't look dirty, they are dirty. Like, just take a look at your wax. You know what I mean? After you've placed some, and you're like, ew, gross. I end up using if it's just a handful of ABs in a spot, I'll just use tweezers. But if it's a lot, then I will use a multiplacer. Um, okay. See, I like the glue dots in my multiplacer too. I like them in both. But what I usually do if I'm multiplacing ABs is I will have, I don't have my bag. My bag is in the kitchen at the table. But I have another pin separate from that has a multiplacer in it. It has a single placer in it too, but it's got old glue dots in or old snap dots. You know, let me represent myself. Um, it's got old snap dots in it, and I use those and usually don't have very much trouble with ABs if I use the old glue dot or old snap dots. But whenever they get like where they're not picking up, then I just take my thumb. Y'all are going to get grossed out by this, and I don't care. I just take my thumb, lick it, and rub my finger over the multiplacer and clean off the ick from the glue. Wave it around for a minute, let it get good and dry, and then I'll start all over again. And it seems like it's not sticky at all at first, but it the more I just do that over and over and over and over and over. So the we do not, yeah, we are part of the we do not care club. We do not care if you don't like that I lick my thumb and rub it over my multiplacer. We do not care. It would only be gross if you licked the actual. Well, no, I don't do that. That's gross. You're licking a clean thumb. You're not licking the placer. Well, there you go. The two Chris's are right on there. So there you go. Yeah. And if I think about it, I'll get a wet paper towel and just lay it beside of me and use that to like just rub it across the wet paper towel. But all that does is get the residue off of the glue from the residue from the ABs. Because when you look at the multiplacer, it's shining like an AB is. So I just, clean that gunk off, let it dry for a second, and then it's like new again. Hopefully, it's a clean thumb. Where has that thumb been? I do not know. I do not know. Yeah, I'm sure you wash your hands regularly if you are humid at all. I wash my hands so many times a day. It's ridiculous. I wash my hands. I'm a weirdo though. Like, I don't know how to even explain it. I wash my hands a lot. We do not care if it's a clean thumb. The We Do Not Care Club. But in the wintertime, um, my hands are always so dry, especially in the wintertime. And I wash my hands even more so, I think, in the wintertime because of gross, germy, whatever. And they'll split. They'll get little splits in them, like in my knuckles where it bends. Oof. Like deep paper cuts is what it feels like. Those hurt. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's Kel ridiculous. I wash my hands so many times a day. I go through so much soap. I use the foamy soap and I go through so much of it. I used to use the foamy soap, but I don't much anymore. I don't much anymore. Right now, I'm obsessed with the Dove. What is that like line of different crumble? Y'all know what I'm talking about? The Dove crumble cookies line of scents that they have. I've got the one in my bathroom right now is um vanilla bean cupcake or something like that. Smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. I love that one. And then in the other bathroom, I don't use that bathroom very often. I'm trying to remember what's in there. I think it's either peppermint or pumpkin from last year. Um, I have so much soap in my house. I have several peach scented ones. Ooh, nice. I go through spurts because I try not to use. So I went through um, my Young Living essential oil phase where I was like trying to get everything toxic out, right? Including anything scented, including candles. And I don't know. I just kind of felt, I mean, I'm still cautious about some things, but I love smell good lotions and soaps and candle waxes. I just love them. Wash my hand a lot also so I don't have any cross contamination issues. There you go, Cherie. You're right. And I found out that that's one thing you have to be cautious with too when you have someone with celiac disease. So, I've actually made a whole new section of the cabinet is strictly for her, for Jolie's food preparation stuff. And I'm not even going to lie, I think that, so since we went and met with her gastroenterologist, okay, I um have been reading up more and more and more on the what do you call it? All of the like cross contamination things that can happen. And they talk about how you should put like the gluten free snacks and things up on the top cabinet so that crumbs from the not from the gluten filled stuff doesn't fall onto the gluten free stuff. So put the gluten free stuff on top shelves, right? Makes sense. But then, I'm like, oh, well, I can't use the same jar of peanut butter. Can't use the same jar of mayonnaise. Can't use the same, you know, um, sour cream, probably even grape jelly. I mean, like, I ended up buying her own separate ones of those. And I read that it's best to get anything in squeeze bottles that you can get, like obviously like ketchup and mustard, but other things like mayonnaise and jelly and stuff that, like that versus someone accidentally swiping uh, mayonnaise on their bread and then putting it back into the mayonnaise container. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's recommended to have separate utensils too. Yeah, it is. Um, Cooking pans, colanders. Um, so we're trying to do a little bit at a time. It's a learning. And then lo and behold, y'all, I did not know that Play-Doh is not gluten free. Play-Doh or kinetic sand. She loves kinetic sand. Now, granted, she doesn't eat it or the Play Doh, but still, if she don't go straight and wash her hands after playing with Play Doh and say she picks up a cookie or a cracker or something to eat, then she can get it in her mouth eventually. Everything. Cross contamination is a real issue. I understand it. Allergies are the same. See, it's crazy. Um, Oh, I missed those comments. Right now in my bathroom, I have strawberry, kiwi. Kitchen has lemon. Well, my kitchen has plain Dawn dish soap. Vanessa says I'm stocked up on lemon and Christmas scented YL soap. They smell so good. I do love that scent. I do love those. Um, and I actually like the Thieves soap too. It used to take me a half hour to do our grocery shop, and now it takes us 2.5. Ugh, I could see that. I can see that. 100%. I see it. But I was talking to her teacher today about some of this, or not today. I think it was through a text message or something. A few days ago, we were talking about the gluten-free issue, and um, she said that they don't play with Play-Doh in the classroom, and that they do have snacks, but I can, obviously send in gluten-free snacks for her, and then when there's the occasional like kid's birthday party or something where parents send in cupcakes, she said she'll try to let me know if she's aware that there's going to be cupcakes brought in. She'll let me know in advance, and then I can have some like gluten-free cupcakes stored in the freezer at school for her, so they can set one out and let it thaw, and then she can have that when everybody else has theirs. So it's a mess. Oh, but she also said that they do a clay project later in the year, but she'll be making sure that they don't use, flour. They'll make a gluten-free version for it. So, um, I have a lot of Thieves soap too. I do like the Thieves soap. That smells good to me. But I love the Christmassy one. When I go to Subway, my first thing is to ask them to change their gloves, get a clean knife, and cover with paper because of my allergies. Wow. It's awful. Awful. We got a new gluten-free cauliflower crust pizza that she had, and she loved it. We got it from Aldi. We got that one at Aldi, and it was really good. I was shocked. It was bigger too and less money. So that's good. But I did hear, um, what was it? I don't remember if it was the doctor that we saw. I think it was because I had mentioned like gluten free pizza at like Domino's, and she said, yeah, they do offer that, but she said you can't. There's way too much chance for cross contamination because they don't have a separate kitchen where they cook only gluten free things. So they're liable to throw down a gluten free crust on top of the counter where they just made a regular crust pizza. So there you just defeated the purpose. Cherie said, I can't eat at Subway. They use the same knife to cut everything. Well, like Chris said, you could have them tell them to change their gloves and get a clean knife. There you go. But still, I get it. I mean, you know. And I hate it though because of we've never been much to like go to fast food places. We go through spurts where we'll do fast food for a little bit, but not like we used to. We used to eat a lot of fast food a long time ago, but we don't really do that much anymore. Um, but it would be nice to have an option, you know, of somewhere where I know it's safe for her to eat. But you know, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Um, it is a lot cheaper. You're right. It's a lot cheaper to cook at home, but every once in a while, you know, a Big Mac and some fries. Mm, Taco Bell. But I mean, oh, there's a sandwich that Wendy's. I don't know if Wendy's has it now or not, but it was a seasonal thing that they had for a year. It was a year or two ago, and it was their chicken sandwich, but it was on a pretzel bun. Oh my God. That was the best thing ever. It was so good. Can you all tell I'm starving to death? I'm gonna have to get off here and go eat. I'm gonna have to go eat. I'm gonna get off in here. I'm gonna get off in here and go eat. That's what I'm gonna do. As soon as I hold on, I gotta write something down real quick on my thing before I forget. I gotta write down her bread. Because if I don't remember, if I don't write it down, I will forget it. Bread. And then pizza. Stuff for her. Okay. All right. Much healthier too. I know it is. I'm sitting here picking at my nail. I gotta quit. I want to rip it off. But I need to go get my file. Tried that already and got laughed at. Cherie, that's a no, ma'am. No. You'd say, fine, laugh. That's fine. Laugh it up. But I'm going to go home and I'm going to call the Subway head office and I'm going to give them your name. There's no reason why you can't change your gloves and get a new knife. I mean, they have 1,000 of those knobs. You can't get a clean one? Really? Um, that happened to me one time at one location. I contacted the owners and told them that their staff were disrespectful to customers. Never had an issue ever after that. There you go. I mean, I would, Cherie. I would. I would have made sure to got the person's name too. Told the head office what their name was and what location. They can't do you that way. No. Nope. All right. Y'all, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you back next week. By next week, kiddo will have been in school for a couple of days. So just pray for a healthy year for her this year. A healthy school year for her is what I want more than anything else on this earth. So, a healthy school year for her. Um, yeah. The owner came to my workplace with a gift card and told me that the person is no longer employed. Wow. Crazy. Thank you, Kel. Love you. Give her a big hug for me. I will, Mary Lou. I will. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Good night, Sherry. Hi, Linda. Ta ta for now. I gotta quit picking at this fingernail before it drives me. Can't stand that little hangs. Eesh. I'm gonna have to go grab a file. All right. I love y'all. I'll see you next week. Have an amazing weekend. Okay. I love y'all. Mean it. Bye, guys.